So I've got to be honest. I mean, everyone knows who TNA legend James Storms is, right?
Yep.
And then, of course, NGW to face Cowboy Ace Matthews. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who obviously knows who he is. I mean, I've had him on the show twice. An interesting fellow. And what do you expect, Henry, looking at this one?
I can only expect good things from this match.
Okay. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to hit play. Let's have some fun.
Yes. Yeah, you've got me in cheek now.
Contest. It is a singles bout. Set for one fall. Introducing first.
Ace, and you can meet soon.
Rich Swift, the ref. Our good pal Stevie Aaron's the ref. Announcer.
Heading towards the ring at this time.
What, Ace, what are you doing?
Hailing from East Yorkshire and winning tonight, 225 pounds. He is the self-proclaimed true new generation wrestling champion, Ace Matthews.
Okay, you didn't expect that, did you?
No.
Look at him.
Indeed.
So-called horse to the ring and holding up the championship belt that he believes in his deluded mind makes him the NGW champion.
So he's not actually the champion?
As we've seen,
No.
delusions, Matthews seems to still be under the impression.
I'll give you a hint. He's a bit of a comedy character.
No, yeah, I know.
He's not his opponent here tonight, but the Storm is going to be his tag team partner. I think it's going to be
I wonder what he names the horse.
awakening here for Matthews.
And now, introducing his opponents.
I just realised that NGW is actually tonight as well.
Yeah. Sorry about your damn luck.
I've actually got a picture with him. Incredible guy.
Yeah.
And this is a bit of a nostalgia thing for me as well, because I was watching TNA. Do you know the exact time he was in there?
Uh-huh.
From Leapersburg, Tennessee, USA. Winning tonight, 241 pounds. He is the TNA legend, the Cowboy, James Storm.
You got to admit, though, he was a big part of TNA.
Yeah, it was. Massive.
TNA World Tag Team Champion. Maybe that expertise in tag team wrestling is why Ace Matthews believes, or at least hopes, that Storm's going to be his tag team partner here. Well, clearly that's not the case. You just heard Stevie Aaron, our ring announcer, saying that Storm is his opponent, not his partner. There's 1,000 people here in Hull City Hall tonight, and the only one who doesn't understand this situation, doesn't understand this is a singles match, is Ace Matthews.
He thinks it's a tag match. I can't wait to see how this plans out.
Matthews thinks it is. Look at this. What's he offering him? Sparkling water.
Sparkling water. I don't even like that stuff either, so that's even worse.
Sparkling anyway. Oh, you're not a cowboy, Ace.
Cowboy.
Been used here.
Even Rich is like, what's going on here, lad?
He's like, what the fuck's happening?
He's about to kick the crap out of him.
Matthew still isn't getting it, is he? Storm's even trying to explain to him we're not partners.
Referee Rich Swift would just like to reiterate that this is a singles bout. Not a tag team match.
Is he understood now?
I wonder what actually James Storm thinks of this.
I'm sure he'll have a good laugh with it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think he's been going for obviously quite a few years, so I'm sure he's not bothered.
What year is this from?
It's recent. I think it was this year.
Jeez.
Good God.
Give me a second. I'll
He
find
has
out the
lost
exact
his
year.
mind. Oh, Matthews, though, maybe he hasn't lost his mind because he attacked Storm from behind. He took the man's beer.
You never touch a man's beer. We know that. Come on.
Matthews, though, insisting the bell rings.
Beer. Money.
Exploit the fact he was able to jump Storm here. Storm sent
February
across the ring into
21st.
the corner, into those
Of this
turns.
year.
Well, not that long ago then.
Now?
Matthews with a stunning lack of self-awareness. Maybe Storm can knock some sense into him. Storm trying to send him to the ropes. Reversal of the whip from Matthews. Matthews looks for the hip toss.
Boom. Get down.
And James Storm sending Ace Matthews flying across the ring. This time Storm leaping over Matthews. Taking Matthews down. And the Cowboy lining up Matthews for the last call. Matthews ducking out the way.
Thing is, you know that the last calls obviously his finisher and super kick, but now we see it more often in wrestling as like a signature.
Yeah.
He's still rambling on about Storm being his best friend, though. Matthews is he's arguing with fans now about.
Good they can have fun with it though.
Yeah, of course you can.
The referee is very calmly trying to remind Matthews. I thought we'd been through this. I thought he got over this now. I thought he understood that Storm's his opponent. Do your job. Referee is doing his job.
I want to say. Come on.
Storm's getting impatient here. Oh, I think Matthews thinks that's still the referee tapping him on the shoulder. It certainly is not. Storm with a big right hand.
I felt that.
Referee who hits like that. Storm, what's he doing? He's got the boot of one of the fans in the front row and sending.
Ooh, that was close, wasn't it?
Face first into that shoe of that young man.
Young kid and all.
Storm, I think it's more friends with the fans here. All of them packed into the City Hall tonight. Way more
Mark
friends
Brown,
than
I actually know who that guy is.
Matthews.
Yep.
Storm sent it to the ring post. Look how smug he is. Look how smug he is after one move.
I actually might ask him to see if he's got the
Imagine if
pictures
somehow
for that.
Matthews defeated James Storm here, we would literally never hear the end of it.
I like the setup.
Threw him down onto
What
Is
was
there,
he,
is there a reason for the?
Matthews is finding some success here.
Sorry, what were you going to say? That's why I didn't interrupt.
Well, I think
Yeah,
this match
is
wasn't
there a
gonna go
reason
the
for
way Matthews expected
the
at the moment? It's not going the way any of us expected.
the gantry sort of thing?
Do you mean the light thing type thing? To be honest with you, mate, I'm not actually sure. I mean, you're asking the wrong person on that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know obviously NGW and stuff like that. That's the way they've always done it, but that's probably like a Stevie Aaron question because obviously I know he's been there for years.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're absolutely right. That setup was really, especially if you're from a long distance as well.
Yep.
You could have been a big tag team star.
Into your tag teams. Yeah.
Does he not know the history of James Storm? Matthews picks him up. Storm is sent into that turnbuckle. Matthews coming at him here. Storm sent across the ring. Matthews big clothesline.
Jesus, it's speed there.
Matthews with a smile on his face. He seems to be the only one who is not surprised by this, that he's getting this much offense in these
face.
to take the fight here
This is
to the
interesting though,
Cowboy.
because normally you see like, you know, as you call them, the imports and stuff
Sure
like
to
that.
make you
Yeah.
count
You
yourself,
never really
Matthews.
see it like this, you know, like where the UK talent's getting the upper hand more.
Storm again
Yeah.
being thrown around the ring by Matthews. And what is this now?
But that's probably
Yeah,
the
we don't need to see
the trait of a
Cowboy
good
hat
sort of
again.
worker, isn't it? A good guy. You give the company
Storm.
he's going to work for. He's what was it?
Showboating a little too much there.
That guy a bit of a rub, you know.
Yeah.
Matthews, I think, hurt himself in the nether regions.
Have you watched the Cody Rhodes Kevin Owens interview yet?
I have not. I've seen it and thingy, but I've just not got around to watching it.
You need to watch it because it's quite interesting. Because they go into it like Cody going on the road after the left of WWE, and they talk about that. They talk about like Cody talks about like if it's like a what you call a mama and pop promotion. You know, you'll take less from them just to go and do the show. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll check it out, man.
Yeah.
Matthews lifts him up onto the apron. Kick to the head, though, from Storm. Storm. Kick to the midsection of DDT from Storm. The Cowboy with the pin.
Ace Matthews is selling is absolutely, on point with the way he sells moves.
I know.
Storm just checking there that it was indeed only a 2 count, which it was, but the devastating looking DDT there from James Storm. Matthews is slow to his feet. Things might be about to go from bad to
I think sadly that sort of thing's going to disappear more and more. You know my thoughts on that sort of thing.
Yeah, what do you mean, like the selling type thing?
Yeah.
Matthews with that Olympic slam.
Yeah, I think you're kind of right, to be honest.
Matthews with the pin on the right shoulder came up for Storm. Matthews insisting that one was a 3 count.
I wonder how Rich actually deals with ears sometimes. Can I imagine he's hard to work with?
Matthews has anything to complain about. Now what does he want? He's got that beer. He's got that beer of James Storm. That stupid toy horse.
Do your mum ever tell you not to drink at work?
Matthews.
Yeah.
Matthews has a mouthful of beer. Referee not going to let him use that. Storm uses the horse. And there's the last.
Ooh.
Beer flying into the air from the mouth of Ace Matthews. The pin and James Storm victorious.
Here is your winner, the Cowboy.
I actually like that ending.
Storm.
Yeah.
Just like that, the last call from Storm. And 3 seconds later,
He's gone.
such an ace night.
Yeah. One thing I've always said though is I always liked, Ace Matthews selling. I mean, it's really, I think it's one of the best.
Yeah, he's got the facial expressions and everything. It's something you sort of miss from wrestling nowadays.
Yeah, so I've got to be honest. What do you think?
That was pretty cool. A pretty fun match. Didn't like they did the bit at the beginning. And then he turned into the sort of cocky chicken shit heel. Really good.
Yeah, NGW's got so many great matches and stuff like that. I mean, I recommend NGW to anybody.
No, definitely. But as we've talked about it before, people are fixated on the big promotions. Forget about them. Go watch a small local promotion. You'll get more enjoyment out of it.
And one thing I like about this as well is, and I don't mind sharing this with people watching, is we've done quite a lot of these now, and you know what? The viewership, people like watching these, and it's just great to see.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's that's what wrestling should be about. It should be a shared experience. What was it called? Go out and enjoy it. Don't follow a trend. Follow this guy because everybody else is following it. Go find a wrestler, that you like, and then see what matches are online. Sometimes the guys that are on TV aren't the best guys. What was it doing it? Just they were fortunate to get picked up. That's my opinion on it anyway. You know.
No, I think it's spot on. I mean, I give you a little context how well they've obviously done. And this is obviously the viewership for obviously the channel we're on at the minute is the Prince Levi and Angel Hayes one got 73. The triple threat with Maddie Morgan with Dee, worship you by the way, 143.
Yeah.
And it's just like that, so on. It's just really awesome, to see.
No, definitely, and that's what you want.
Absolutely. But yeah, we say this all the time, guys. I mean, if you've got a match, obviously you want us to watch, send it to us. You know what I mean? We don't mind what match it is, where it's from, what promotion it's from, who the wrestler is. Do you know what I mean? We'll watch it, we'll react to it. And yeah, I just want to obviously add a little thing with the NGW thing as well is there's a match which we're going to be recording live on a Wednesday coming soon. And it's let's see if I can get the match up just so I can share it. It is a title versus career match. And it's from this exact promotion. And the guy who was obviously the referee in that match, Scott Bell, will be watching the match back with us.
Nice.
So, and I know the outcome. And the weird thing was, I asked him about the match and stuff like that. And it meant so much to him. Obviously, I'm not going to go into details as to why. Obviously, you're going to have to stay tuned for that. But it got to a point where I'm like, Scott, shall we just watch the match back? And yeah, that's obviously coming soon.
Yeah, no, that sounds good.
So yeah, any final words, any?
Try to think of a good word to say. Let me think. No, can't find any good words. They've all been used up, unfortunately.
Okay, cheers for watching, guys.
Just bye.